everyone, and welcome back to another video. I hope you're well. So today you join me out on location. We are 400 kilometers inland of Perth, down at Lake Brown. Now this has taken me 5 hours to get here. It was a very long drive, but I'm glad to be here, and yeah, it's just fantastic. So we are right next to this amazing salt lake, as you can probably see behind me. It's just so nice to get out. I haven't done any trips for such a long time. Being out here is just so blissful, and I'm camped in this nice little area right here. I did drive along the salt lake, but I made sure to just follow the mainland, you know, come along here and keep as close to that as possible. And yeah, really nice firm surface. So yeah, I'm out here to take some photographs of just a few little subjects, and also send my drone up to do some aerial photography. Now, I was really hoping for still conditions, because flying a drone in this sort of weather is quite windy, as you can probably hear. But my drone, the drone I've brought with me is my Air 2S, this one right here, and this is able to handle these sort of conditions very easily. I do get wind warnings, but I know how to fly the drone, and I know its limitations, and yeah, I know how to fly in these sort of conditions. I've got many hours of experience under my belt. But also this allows me to have a chance at playing with my new camera, and I'm going to have a go at using this for stills photography on this trip. So this is my camera that I'll be using. This is the Fujifilm X-T4 16 to 80mm lens, and the 10 to 24mm lens. They're both f4s. I've done a little video on that on my previously, so if you are interested in seeing why I went to Fuji, check out the video up above, and I will give you all the info on that one. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be camping. Now originally I was going to stay in my car, but I thought, you know what, if it's a good day and it's sunny outside and it's not going to rain, then why not pitch a tent? And that's what I've just done. This is my Kathmandu mono tent. As you can see, it is really getting buffeted around by the wind, but I will be super comfortable in this later on. So in here I've got my very soft hiking mattress. As you can see, it doesn't look like much when I'm folding it like this, but it's super comfortable. It's got an R rating of, I think it's R4, and or is it R4.5? It's a really good rating. It's made by Nemo, and they are quite expensive, but for comfort and everything, it's just going to be really nice. Here I've just got my cheap Coleman tent. The reason why I've got it is it's going to be warm out, so it doesn't make any sense for me to have a really warm sleeping bag. As for pillows, I've got my Sea to Summit pillow right here. This is made of basically offcuts of their foam mattresses, and it's really nice and comfortable. It's going to take a little bit of time to swell up. Right now it's a little bit thin. It normally swells up to about twice the size it is now. Hiking pillow right here, which you just blow up. This folds down to nothing, can fit in your pocket, and that's really nice and comfortable. So what I normally do is I put that there, and I put that on top, and it's just going to be really nice. I want to get some photos of this lovely rock behind me here. Now I'm going to credit the guy, because I came to this spot purely for this rock. To believe it or not, I've driven 5 hours to photograph this rock. I really like just the simplicity of this, and I knew that I wanted to have a go at using the new camera. So that's the reason why I do it. I was originally going to do it with film, but I'm going to do it with digital instead on the new X-T4 and see what the image quality is like. Anyway, I better stop talking, and I will see you later on when the sun has set, and I want to get some photos of that against a lovely magenta and orange sky. Just really nice soft pastel colours. I don't want any harsh light, because that's going to ruin my shot. I'm going for a nice soft and simple image. Alright, so I'm here, it's still really windy. I do apologise for the audio here, I messed up. I got the outputs wrong on my wireless mic that was going into the camera. Even though I'd done the testing, yeah, it still wasn't right. So I had to do a lot of editing here to try and pull it down, but yeah, it's still bad. So I will keep these clips where the bad audio is down to a minimum. The wind hasn't died down annoyingly, but I'm now getting a photo of this rock. We've got the moon rising over to my right there. This light is just looking really nice and superb, really nice and soft. So what I've done is I popped on a polarizing filter just to get a bit more color out of that sky, just make it darker a little bit and make those colors on the horizon just pop a little bit more. I'm shooting around f11. What I was struggling here was to use the aperture preview so I can check my focus from the foreground to the background. I wasn't sure if it's still applying when I zoomed in 1:1 on the image to check, because I couldn't really see a difference. So you'll see I'll get a little bit frustrated at times, just trying to work out what is going on, because yeah, this is completely new to me, this system, and I had no idea really what I was doing with this camera. Especially when you need to be operating quick. I'm wondering if I need to come up a little bit, because the top of the rock is actually clipping with the horizon there. I think I'm going to have to come over this way a little bit. I was wanting to talk you through my composition, what I was doing and everything. Due to the bad audio, I'm having to cut all of this. But I do hope you enjoy the photos. And also we do get up in the sunrise, and I do have a different setup at that point. I go back to using my pocket camera because I was struggling with my 5D Mark IV at this point. So yeah, I do apologise once again, and I hope you enjoy this video. Well, the colours are really lighting up over there. Really nice colours. Alright, so I'll put that down there. 10 to 24mm on now. Going to change my aspect ratio to a nice square. I'm still going to shoot in vertical because I might want to change the composition either up or down later on. Yeah, I'm really struggling to work out where the aspect ratio is. Maybe I've got to shoot RAW. This is costing me an image right now. I mean JPEG and RAW. Let's see, image size. Yeah, that's why. So I've got to have... Oh, hang on. Oh, this really is a shambles at the moment. I'm struggling here. It's just learning a new system, that is. You know, I'm using my 5D, which I haven't used for video before. I'm trying to get my head around that. Then using the new camera, which I haven't used really extensively yet. So this is the first real test. What I think I might do, since this is a nice wide angle lens, I might get nice and low down to the salt and shoot up towards it. I'm not too sure. I'll have a go. I'll keep playing around. That looks nice actually. If I come down low, I get sort of the colours in the background and I lose the dark horizon a little bit. I don't know if it's going to work. It's one of those things. You just got to try it. If you don't try it, you never know. Got some lovely lines in this, lovely colours in that sky. So it's been fun getting out with the Fuji X-T4 today. I have learnt a lot. It has given me some questions, you know, things to look up about. One of which is the aperture preview button. I don't know when I press the button because I've got it customized to this button right here. So when I press it, I don't know when I zoom in if it's cancelling that out. So I need to learn that out. I've got the instruction manual with me, so I'll look that up. The other thing is like aspect ratios. It will only apply it to the JPEGs, it won't apply it to the RAW. So if I have to shoot both RAW and JPEG, so it's a little annoying, but you know, you can't have it all. And I know that is a thing with the Fuji system. Once I've done this trip and I've got back home, I think I will talk about this camera, seeing how I found it, and do a proper sort of like in-depth feelings about it, and because I feel like my feelings right now about it aren't going to do it justice. I think I'll be wrong. I think I will take back a lot of the things I'll say. So I need more time with this camera. Well, you'll join me in the morning as I'm just woken up to this amazing light and colour and lovely soft light. I have gone back to my Pocket 2 for this, and I am using a different mic setup. So I hope you enjoy this, and we're away from that terrible audio that I was using with the 5D Mark IV. So I hope you enjoy. I'm working on this composition in front of me. I've got these lovely trees going up the rock face, and they've got this really nice rugged look. Now, I don't mind if there's a little bit of movement in it, because I want this more soft look to it. So I'm going for I'm just playing with the light at the moment, so I'm actually maybe going to go at my utter ISO to 200. I'll lock that in. By the way, I've got my focus thing under control. When I do press the aperture preview button on the camera, it does actually remain, and when I zoom in and stuff, but what I will turn off is that back button focus. It's just throwing me out. I'm pressing that back button focus and the scroll wheel, and it doesn't work. So getting my exposure in, it's looking like we're going to go 2 seconds, 1.5 seconds, f9, 200 ISO. I'm going to zoom in 100% on the rock, which is looking rather nice right now. You just get a nice, lovely, simple shot. 2 seconds self timer, that's still on, and get this photo nice square format. Wonderful, just very simple, and I love it for that. We are shooting with the 16 to 80mm lens I switched over. What I do like is they're both the same size lens caps, so I can easily just switch between the two and not have to worry. The lens mount is so small. I'm feeling different about this camera today than I was yesterday, which is fantastic. Soon I'm going to move around and get this lovely magenta light casting over. I'm going to photograph basically where I came from. Hopefully it doesn't show up too much in the trail, otherwise I might have to clone that little bit out. But yeah, this is just beautiful this morning. Really nice. I just feel like bits of rain on me last night, but I think that was just maybe a little passing shower or something. Not ideal when you don't have a roof on your tent, but yeah, it's lovely. I'm going to quickly grab my polarizing filter before that sun starts to rise too much, but I think we've still got another probably 20 minutes of this lovely light. It's just superb. I should have shot in this yesterday, but I wasn't too sure what the conditions were going to be, so that's why I've done it. So yeah, yeah, let's get that filter. That has worked really nicely, just rotating that polarizer around and getting more detail out of those clouds. They're just lovely coming over here. Shooting at 16mm, which I'm guessing is about 23ish, 24mm, I suppose. I might go with a wider lens, we'll see. I might want to get a bit more of this in the foreground and leading up. But I really quite like the details that are leading through. Come up just a little bit closer and just wanted to get more of the rock formation in, and I've gone for a nice square crop. I'm getting some of the rocks in the background in, and yeah, it's just nice and simple, playing with the pastel tonality of this scene. It's just really nice. I'm wanting to just keep this a very nice and simple edit, and I'm hoping this camera lasts a while longer. I can see the battery's getting quite low, so I didn't put it on charge last night because I was worried about I actually didn't think it needed much charge, but I was wrong. So yeah, f10 ISO, I'll bring it back down to 160. 2 second self timer is on. Nice square crop. Finding my camera's doing this like knocking noise. I'm not sure if that's the in-body stabilization. Every time I sort of go to press the shutter, but the IS is off on the camera. It seems to be just doing this little knock, and I'm not liking that. So I'm not sure if it's a fault with the camera. I doubt it, because this camera's only taken 3 photos since it was new. But yeah, it's one of those things. Wondering if I need to move around a little bit. Might go to 16:9. So it's been a real pleasure getting back out with the X-T4 this morning. Some of the gripes I had last night, well, one of them, when I was wondering about the depth of field preview, when I zoom in 100%, does it still apply? And yes, it does. I was able to see it this morning. I was able to see it stop down and everything. Yesterday I wasn't able to see it too much, and you know, I wasn't used to the camera. I did also have a look through the instruction manual, just trying to find out. It's about 300 pages long, all in English, and yeah, not really much info in there. So yeah, I just had to go, well, I had to do some testing, and I found out it does. So yes, still, but you know, my relationship with this camera. So how am I finding the camera now? I'm actually starting to enjoy it. You know, I'm starting to learn it. I am going to turn off that back button focus because I keep bumping it because it's so close to the rear dial there, which I use to tap in to zoom in, and just getting those buttons mixed up is a little bit frustrating at times. So yeah, going to turn that back button focus off and just use the main shutter button. And when it comes to like recomposing my shots, I'll just shoot in one shot and then recompose my image or move that focus point around. But I prefer, I'm so used to the medium format Hasselblad system, mainly the H4D, where we have a fixed focus point right in the middle, and what you would do is you get your back button focus on, lock it on, and then move. That's what I'm used to. So now I'm just going to use the half press on the shutter button, move and compose, and then take my photo. So yeah, that's another way of getting around it. So yeah, also what I have been using is my DIY mist filters. Now if you haven't watched that video, I highly recommend you do so. It will save you some money if you are looking at buying some mist filters, because they are reasonably expensive, and I made mine for very cheap. The most expensive thing really out of this was the filters, and I think they're about $5 or $10 each. So I've got a couple of different variations here. Now in my video I did use a different type of product. I didn't use paint, I used this like mist paint, or it's like, no, frost paint. It's this frost like material that comes out of the can, and I thought that would work, but I did update my description. But yeah, I've got two variants, so you might be able to see one there is nice and light, and then this other one here is dark. It allows me to really sort of soften up that scene, and I've used it a couple of times this morning, which is fantastic. Yeah, and it's nice and cheap and affordable, so yeah, I think that's everything really. Yeah, maybe edit this video as well while I'm here, before making my way on. Okay, so I'm going to end this video, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Okay, bye for now.